Now to a Lighthouse investigation shining a light on small businesses frustrated with what they call frivolous lawsuits.
I wish there was a way we could figure out how to band together and fight it.
A legally blind woman in Racine is suing all sorts of online retailers, claiming their websites violate the Americans with Disabilities Act. But are these cases a service to society or a small business shakedown? Our Lighthouse journalist Ben Jordan learned it depends on who you ask.
We already introduced you to April Foster, who was served with one of these lawsuits. But what do people who are legally blind think of them? Tonight, Ben introduces us to Denise Jess with the Wisconsin Council of the Blind and Visually Impaired.
These civil lawsuits claim a woman named Melissa McCabe was unable to use screen reading software to navigate more than 20 retail websites. Not only are these lawsuits seeking compliance, they're also after lots of cash to cover attorney fees.
I would have sent her a truckload of washi tape for free to not have to do this.
This $4 decorative tape April Foster sells online ended up costing her thousands in court.
Frivolous litigation and lawsuits is just, it gets under my skin.
April was served this federal lawsuit in May, claiming her arts and crafts website doesn't provide equal access to their products, particularly for those who are blind and depend on software that takes text and turns it into audio like this.
Loading page.
It is in my heart to never stand in the way of anybody with a disability. I want to fix that problem. But there is no clear standard by ADA, which is allowing this to go on.
According to court records, the homepage of April's website contained several unlabeled or mislabeled elements that prevented Melissa McCabe, a blind woman from Racine, from not knowing what the product looked like. April says she settled the lawsuit for $7,500, but after attorney fees, it cost her a total of $20 grand. Why not fight this lawsuit rather than settle?
I would love to, but the reason is it's just way too costly.
April's website is far from the only one McCabe took issue with. Court records show she sued over the same problem while shopping online for items like car tires, music instruments, and a sewing machine chair. In total, she's suing 21 small businesses. Hello, is this Melissa? McCabe agreed to a phone interview. How are you finding these websites and why are you suing them? But immediately hung up after my first question. Her attorney, Benjamin Sweet of Pennsylvania, didn't want to talk either. He responded to my email saying, quote, "It is our policy not to comment on active litigation."
So what we have here is essentially a perfect storm between a vague area of law that's undefined and perhaps a handful or a group of plaintiffs that have questionable motives.
Dan Dennett is an attorney in California who is not connected to this case, but he has defended more than 500 businesses against ADA website lawsuits. Dennett says cases are often settled out of court.
Fighting the case all the way through trial is often very challenging. The cost to do that can often be 5, 6, 7, 8 times the cost of early settlement.
A record 4,600 website accessibility cases were filed last year in federal court. That's up from 4,000 the year before, according to usablenet.com. Dennett says many of them are filed under the same names.
Some plaintiffs are filing 150, 200 lawsuits per year. It's absolutely astounding, and I can see why some people see it as predatory.
Denise Jess knows the importance of online retailers being ADA compliant.
Okay, now I'm in the banner region. That's great.
Denise has been legally blind her whole life. She advocates for others like her as a leader of Wisconsin's Council of the Blind and Visually Impaired. What do you make of these ADA website lawsuits?
You can't do better if you don't know better.
Denise believes compliance should start with education, not litigation.
You know, the first thing we advocate is, have you reached out to the business directly? Have you opened up communication?
Not only does Denise worry the lawsuits hurt small businesses, she believes they can also be harmful to the blind community.
It cements in the minds of small business owners and the public negative stereotypes about those of us who are blind and low vision.
Something's going to have to change.
April wants the federal government to set clear ADA compliance standards for online retailers to follow. She would also like to see a grace period implemented for businesses to be able to fix the problem before they're taken to court. Reporting in Milwaukee, Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.